What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and I had to share with you my latest pickup. It's the Star Wars Arcade 1-Up cabinet, and this thing's awesome. So you're going to kind of roll the dice. This thing was not new. Obviously, it was used. I picked it up from someone else. There's just a few minor flaws. You see some of the graphics are peeling on the side there, but I don't see any scuffing on that T-molding tape. So I don't think it's necessarily the former owner's fault. That's probably just some separation. That's just from the factory. Maybe it can't be avoided, but it's going to be something I'm definitely going to keep an eye on for sure. I don't want that to get any worse. But, you know, beyond that, this thing is just, it just looks great. No scratches on the screen. And, of course, you can see that the protective film is still on the deck protector. That's a great sign if you're looking at these online used. If someone still has that in place, well, you know that at the very least, the deck protector is going to be in great shape. A few little pieces of protective film still left on the screen, so I'm going to have to take care of that. But that's kind of also another indicator of, you know, someone just sort of peeling the plastic off and throwing this in a corner, and it really hasn't seen that much abuse. The marquee lights up beautifully. This interface is just awesome. And, you know, you got to think that back in the day, at $500, looking at it now, it's just insane what we got for our money. You think about it, with this price point, you had a completely different control system with this yoke, recreating that yoke. Look at all the difficulty settings you could just go in and change just right there on the fly. No need to sort of wait around for an update or a patch. It was all right there. And when you think about it, compared to those first-gen, first-wave cabs where you had no ability to change any of the settings, even just this edition was worth a little bump in price. Two really good games. The third is okay. I'm not a big fan of that one, but just this interface, the way it transitions into the game is just awesome. You have that amazing sound from John Williams that I'm not going to be able to play before you hear, because I'm sure I would get a flag or some kind of copyright strike. So we're just going to go through this sort of silent for now. But the sound is awesome. It is that dual speaker sound of the third gen, and this is just like I said, it's really just a reminder of how much we were actually getting. And not knowing how much we were getting, because we really had no other comparison at that $500 price point. And it's a damn shame that we've sort of gotten away from that. You know, every other manufacturer of these sort of home arcades, their prices have either remained the same or come down. And that's obviously not the case with Arcade 1-Up. And, you know, I think Michael B., the Game Genie, has made this point too. When we talk about making excuses for Arcade 1-Up and shipping costs and licensing fees and all that, I do not care. I do not care about any of that. That is not my problem. That is your problem as a producer of these great machines. If you can't make it, and this is my advice to Arcade 1-Up and anyone else, well, Arcade 1-Up specifically, if you can't make one of these cabs for $500, do not make it. You are pricing yourself out of the market. And looking at what you used to give us for $500, it just doesn't make any sense to pay more than that. Of course, I had to share this moment with you, peeling off that film, that protective film. You want to loosen up these screws just a little bit so that the pre-cut holes can kind of go around the screw. Being careful not to scratch anything, because this thing is just mint, and I just love the way this thing looks. Arcade 1-Up did a great job on that. And, of course, another great reminder of what you can get for $500 was this Marvel vs. Capcom bundle. I absolutely love this cabinet, the artwork, all the features. You got the lit-up deck protector. And for the most part, the games list is outstanding, with the exception of that one console beat-em-up that they had to add. War of the Gems, but whatever. Of course, the custom stool came with this. It was really, even at the time, I remember being excited about what I was getting for my $500. Also, Wi-Fi was introduced with this cab. So with the economics of scale and the fact that I thought Arcade 1-Up had hit their stride, I thought for sure these prices would remain the same or come down, but sadly, that just wouldn't be the case. But I'm super excited to have this arcade in my collection. This Star Wars cabinet is phenomenal. Do you have this in your collection? What do you think about it? Let me know down in the comments section below. May the Force be with you, and I will see you next time.